there is a fly that keeps like bugging me, and it is because I'm a little sweaty, but also there's probably like people watching you a lot, probably more than you think that they are, because I'm guessing that you came from, not like you came from difficult, okay, a better way to phrase it, you probably are having a come up from a difficult place in life, and maybe you weren't the same person you were even like 3 years ago, 2 years ago, shit, even a fucking few months ago, because that happens all the time. We go through many changes, and they dramatically, they'll just show up in our physical reality when you're like evolving as a person, you know, and you're constantly changing, because that's, I think, the way life should be, but some people don't experience it that way, but that's okay. But when you are experiencing that way, people are going to be watching you, and they're going to be paying attention, even if they're not consciously paying attention with their thoughts being like, I'm going to pay attention to this person. Like, they're not thinking that, they just are noticing. Can't really help but notice. I think that's everything in life, and that's what I've noticed recently too. Notice is like a word that, you know, when you say a word too many times, it starts sounding weird, or you spell it and it's like, that's not a real word. No, it is. It just, you know, language. Anyways, I've noticed a lot more that when people are unconsciously moving around because they're, I don't know, they're just living their life, but they are somewhat unconscious. There's very obvious indicators on either what they're feeling or thinking in that moment. And it's just kind of based on body language and vibes. Just because I'm going to go on a tangent, I'm going to stop myself right there. I'd like a clarification on, yeah, the Knight of Swords, because maybe also like, what do you want? That's a question I have to ask myself. What do you want? Speaking with confidence, because remember that yellow, we're tapping right back into that yellow. And even the King of Wands, he has his lizard, and he's standing very strong with his wand, and it's yellow as well. Lizard is about dreaming. Dreams can be very significant. They can be reviews of what you want before bringing it and manifesting it into your reality. So daydreaming could be very significant. Maybe focusing on intentionally putting good things in your subconscious so that your daydreams can grow with your imagination. What life could be, what you want life to look like, what you want life to look like for everyone. Because when you want the best for yourself, you want the best for everyone. I'm also seeing a swallowtail butterfly. I'm like 80% sure that's what they're called. They're yellow. Watch me be so wrong. I hope I'm not. But they're very beautiful. They're yellow and black. Clarifier for the Knight of Swords. And that shit jumps right out. Queen of Coins, yeah. Maybe if you don't feel... Whoa! Acting like it's... We got a card that fell down. Oh, the one that fell was the Page of Wands. Starting a new journey, starting something new. What is this new horizon that you're moved on from the past, you've already let go of it. And it may be tricky because there is, you see the cactus? The cactus are, for me, they signify uncomfortability. And this person looks like they're looking over like a cliff, like a chasm almost. And they're like, how the fuck am I gonna get over that? But hey, they're ready. They're cloaked up. They have their wand. All you gotta do is take the small steps, because you know exactly what you need to do. Starting is always the hardest part, honestly. So there might be a lot of uncomfortable things that you're gonna have to move through. But you know how to navigate those situations because you've already navigated through them. I was like, whoa, my cards flew away. Thank you, wind. Oh man, I'm just trying to, shit. Got three cards flew away, so I'll look at those after, I guess. Queen of Coins, she's sitting here with this rabbit. And then we got the Star card. And then we got Four of Wands in reverse. There might be people I'm getting a little bit that there's some evil eye. We got peacocks again though on the Star card. These ones are white, so I think, and they kind of look like eyes to me. Shining the light that you know the world needs. What does the world need more of in your eyes? And usually it's positivity, it's love, because there's so much bullshit going on in the world, so much hate. She's conquered her fears and she's sitting very abundantly with her food, with her plants on her pillows. She is relaxing. The money's gonna come forward. You just have to start acting on what you already know is true. And your truth can be corrected later on. But the first step would be doing what you love, things that you like, things that you know that you enjoy, even if at the moment, gosh, it does not feel good to start that, to do that, to make that step, to go on that trip, to make that hike. Fucking hell. If it's gonna make you happy, especially during now, like what's happening, like just go do it, honestly. If there's a change also, like, that you want to do to how you appear, maybe your hair or your clothing, and you're able to make that change, I would just go for it. Because in my opinion, when you do things like that, you're automatically switching a timeline in a way. You're making that change and you're shifting because it's something that you know that you want to do. It's going to lead you a certain way. And then when you have intention with it, it's even better because it helps with attention too. Something I need to remember. I'm just talking to myself here. And if it's helping you, then that's great. Four Wands reversed. I feel like taking time alone would actually be good. Yeah. Working on that balance and then taking time alone to really know what you want to do. And finding, again, that even if it's uncomfortable, even like sitting in that uncomfortability of like, this is my reality right now and I'm going to have to make these decisions that maybe aren't super fun to make. But you got to do it if you want to move forward. So what are you dreaming and what are you dreaming up? What do you want to dream? Because ultimately it is your choice. It is your choice. Was there a goal last week? Beginning of this week? 3 days ago? I pulled the card, animal cards, and I pulled the dog, which is about loyalty. And there's a few questions that come along with that card. We're gonna go pick up the cards that I dropped also. But with the loyalty card, have you been loyal and true to your goals? Ace of Swords, Five of Wands, and King of Wands. No, Knight of Wands, my bad. We already got King of Wands. Have you been true to your goals? The wind is telling you, as it picked these up and flew them away from my fucking hands. If there's any conflict, it will be quickly solved, is what I'm hearing. Even if it is conflict in like people you can't trust. It's kind of what I see with the snake here sometimes. And it is a transformation too, because when you're able to, you know, and the butterflies, right? Transformation. When you're able to have conversations with people, let's say that there's a conversation, and this could be anything, any situation that makes you nervous. There's a conversation that makes you nervous or anxious. If you're able to, you know, move through that, not let yourself get silenced in a way by your own brain, by anyone else, speaking your truth, you know, even if it seems like you're a novice, even if you've never really done that before, even if it's new, I think just trusting yourself again, like, you know what's right, and you know what's right for you, you know what the right direction is. And if you don't, sit with that. But I think you already know, and you're probably just ignoring it because it's difficult. And I understand. But I am really getting, I know like swords is also like air, which is fast action. But I'm also really getting that it's communication. And whether that be communication with yourself or, yes, put the deck. And you got 10 of swords in reverse. There's no more heartache because you already see through whatever the situation is. You already see it for what it is. You see it very plainly. You've already conquered your fears. There's nothing really that could scare you. You know, you've probably been through most of it already. So just acting on it and doing what you want to do, even when it's scary, because you can acknowledge with your brain, use your brain power for this, acknowledging that your fears can be irrational. It might just be the fear of being seen. It might just be past grief. Because I saw the moon card, and then I saw, where is it? I'm going to actually show you because it's a good one. It was, it was a cupped card. I think it was 6 of Cups. It was a Cups card, and when I see that, I'm thinking that there might be something you need to let go of, something to grieve again. It could be a past self. It could be how someone treated you. Oh, it's 5 of Cups. My apologies. Sitting in those emotions are really difficult. I know. And let me tell you, when you sit through your emotions and you've been through trauma, that's actually heightened, because the place where you feel your fear and those very deep emotions that keep you safe, they're actually heightened because your amygdala is enlarged because of your childhood. So even when it's difficult, giving yourself that break that you need with confidence, because you can't do it. I'm like, like I'm laying down and I'm a piece of shit. Like, no. No. And I don't like this message either. I'm not gonna lie. I don't like that I'm getting told to rest. But I've been exhausted, and maybe you have too. And this is your sign right now to not worry. You're going through this lesson for a reason, and it's a reflection of your past, because you know either you're not the person you used to be, or you're meeting someone, or you're in an environment with someone that, like, there's an aspect to them that reflects you, but you also know that you're not the same type of person. You got the strength. You have the power. It's all in your mind. I know you can do it. This is also a reminder to myself. You can do it. Fighting. Have a great day.